here at the Tsongas Center in Lowell. That's where we say hello. The starting lineups tonight are brought to you by Scotiabank, proud to be the official bank of the PWHL. It's the top line of forwards, where Jill Saunier has found a home alongside Susanna Toppany and Sophie Shirley. New York on the other side will also throw out their top line of forwards and top defensive pairing. Kaylee Osborne will get the start in goal, the rookie out of Colgate University. We'll be playing with Ella Shelton, Jamie Bourbonnais. On the other side, Erin Frankel has been so good this year. 4 games with 30-plus saves. Had a season-high 38 earlier this year against Toronto. Look at that record, 10-4-2. And she has yet to lose a game when playing against the Sirens. She's been in net for all 5, now 6 of the matchups between these two teams.
She is absolutely on fire. Second in the league in save percentage, wins, and goals against average.
Carpenter out there against Toppany. Puck is down. We are underway. Our referees tonight are Sydney Harris and Jared Cummins. Linespersons are Erica Greenan and Anthony Lapointe. Boston in their home greens with the teal lettering and shoulders. New York in their road whites with the teal letters and numbers and some yellow trim. It's New York setting up first in the O-zone. Carpenter keeps it in at the blue line, and it's smacked down the other way, where we get icing. They have lost 2 games in a shootout to Boston and 3 times to the Fleet in regulation. Alan Person fires a shot in. First save of the night for Erin Frankel. Spinning around here, Abby Rock. On the second line for New York. Thrown in front, loose, and Bard able to flick it back toward the blue line. Kept in by Zandy Hart. New York finding some space. Zandy Hart rebounds loose. Still loose in front. Bard able to drift it to the corner. But Rock staying pesky on the forecheck. Thrown in. Toppany intercepts.
New York defense, really good job switching with each other and causing confusion. And that's why Zandy Hart was able to sneak into the slot for a great shot.
Boston is coming off of a 3-2 overtime loss to the Montreal Victoire. They played at the Bell Center, home arena of the Montreal Canadiens, and played in front of 17,324 fans. Lauren fires. First save for Osborne. Head coach Courtney Kessel on the Boston side said it was a great environment. Tim Thomas read the starting lineups in the locker room before the game as Knight intercepts and tries to make something happen. Drop pass for Brown. She fires in, redirected, and it comes wide. Brandt now circling around, thrown in, and another shot patted away by Osborne. Here's Rattray as Boston sets up for the first time in the O-zone. DiGirolamo swings it to her left. Knuckle puck comes in, and Osborne's able to cover. Working in, Keller loses the puck as she's harassed by Bourbonnais. Erin Frankel has a .954 save percentage against these New York Sirens. She's also 9 for 9 in the shootout. She has yet to let a shootout goal past her in the 2 games where these two teams needed more than overtime. Agia in the 4th line out there for Boston as the puck flips end over end to the opposite boards. New York trying to break out. Here's Elle Harchie in the 2nd line for the Sirens. She runs into DiGirolamo, keeps possession. Down to the corner, it's Nyland Person. Sweden native, Nyland Person finds Harchie. Rebound! Gloved by Frankel.
Again, the movement by the defense up top for New York. Excellent job as you see it. The 3rd forward up high at Elle Harchie. She puts a puck on net. Nice redirect by Abby Rock, and look who comes in back door. Jessie Eldridge. Definitely want to make sure you keep her stick up.
Jessie Eldridge, 3rd leading scorer for New York, 17 points on the year. Played a lot on the top line earlier in the season, but has become the night in, night out 2nd line right winger. Trying to spread out some of the scoring among the top 2 lines. As Fillier and Carpenter are numbers 1 and 2 on the team in points. They play on that first line. Working in here is Eldridge. Eldridge tries to pull back, circles around, throws it to Zandy Hart between the circles. Too hot off her stick, and it's jabbed by Saulnier at the red line. Nice crowd filing in here at the Tsongas Center. Including tonight, Boston has 10 games remaining. 8 of those are home games. 2 will be at Agganis Arena, including this Saturday against Montreal. One of them is a technical home game, but will be a takeover tour matchup in St. Louis. Carpenter moves it along to center ice. Jaguar. Levis now throws it in deep where Bard tries to retreat. Carpenter can't settle it down. It's off of Mueller's stick. Alina Mueller, 13 points on her year. She's had a point in 9 of her last 11 games. Also scored a shorty against New York earlier this year. New York's defense has been a little bit of their undoing this year. 6th in the league in scoring defense as Pejova fires and it's blocked. Down goes Eldridge. She's back up though. In the corner, Brandt able to keep possession and find Rattray. Rattray from the end line. Skipped over Pejova's stick and now Morin swoops in. Sid Morin gets it back behind goal. Morin has Bourbonnais on her back. Puck nearly stood up in the corner. Rock able to flip it to the far side, and they clear it out of the zone. Fighting for it is Jillian Dempsey, who you heard from pregame with our ringside reporter Natalie Norrie. From Winthrop, Massachusetts, played 10 professional seasons in Boston. Thrown in front, Rock, and it lands on the top of the goal. Oh, a tough break for New York as they nearly slotted one in. No score. 13:31 to go in the first.
Frankel had to be sharp and on her toes and explode off the pipe in order to front her on the top of the crease because Rosenthal was wide open.
You got to look at Erin Frankel's season stats against New York. A 1.35 goals against average and a .954 save percentage. Was equally impressive in the month of February. Frankel had a .947 save percentage last month. This is Hillary Knight. Able to turn up ice and throw it in deep. Osborne out playing the puck. Watch out! And it somehow trickles to center ice. Stopping the breakaways, Bard. Here's Fillier. She shoots, and Frankel makes the stop. Rebound comes to the corner. And New York got a break there with Kaylee Osborne playing the puck behind goal, and Hillary Knight almost able to sneak out in front and throw it in.
See the pressure as Hillary Knight dumps it. Remember, in the Tsongas Center, the ice is so far back, the boards from the net, and it's a little different. And so she got caught trying to play the puck, and on the other end, Fillier comes down, and she loves to shoot from that angle. She's so good, but Erin Frankel able to match her angle and pressure her and make the save.
Already 4 scoring chances for New York, and a backhand score! Elizabeth Jaguar gets the Sirens on the board, 1-0.
Jaguar's second goal on the season. Nice backhander, using her speed, and New York has been doing excellent on their faceoffs. This is right after a draw. She comes around. Notice how Bard gets stuck in the slot area, runs into a defender, so can't quite come across and put her stick on stick, and that allows Jaguar to have all the room in the world to rip a backhander into the net.
She had an assist last time out against Ottawa. Prior to that, had not had a point since December 22nd. Jaguar was the 2020 Patty Kazmaier Award winner at Clarkson. Two-time first-team All-American. That's got to feel good for her. Goal number 2 on her season. Shirley tries to flip it to the opposite side of the ice to Saulnier. But fanned on the puck. Stepping through, Rock gets it to the open ice. This is Bourbonnais. Bourbonnais loses it for a moment, throws it deep, back to Rock. Rock spins around and is laid out. Emma Greco with a big hit. Boston the other way, in front, past to Gia and through Shirley. There's Lexia Gia, able to stave off an Allison Simpson hit. Toppany keeps it in the zone. From the left point, blocked by Bourbonnais and thrown down for icing.
Very excellent face-off players as Carpenter, Rock, and then with that one, Tolush. I mean, they're doing excellent.
Carpenter turns around, the puck's still loose, and it squirts out to the right wing circle. Boston trying to break it out. Here's Rattray. Rattray looking deep for Shopsall, but New York quickly wins it back. Alex Carpenter, top 10 in the league in face-off wins with over 150 coming into tonight. Abby Rock, just shy of 150 face-off wins, but she wins 61% of the face-off she takes. Rosenthal thrown off the puck. And Maloney gets it up ahead. Maloney gets it back and goes to the corner. Whistles it back to the blue line. Bard throws it wide and deep. Scooped up by Mueller. Mueller tries to spin around and sneak behind goal. Boston looking to set up shot, but they're pressured by a strong New York back check right now. Knight looking for someone. Mueller can't get there. This is Rosenthal as New York goes for a change. The goal at 7:21 from Elizabeth Jaguar is unassisted. And our first tally of the night. Shelton absorbs a hit. New York looking to break it out. Get it to the red line. And back deep for Boston where Saulnier tries to get into the corner. It's one of the main reasons she's been playing on the first line as Saulnier reaches out, throws it in front, and it takes it back to Osborne. Elizabeth Jaguar, moments after a face-off win, able to slot this one past Aaron Frankel and put New York in front. Midway through the first period at Sirens.
Coach Fargo talked to us before the game about the depth scoring. Obviously, New York, you think of their top scorers with Carpenter, Fillier, and Eldridge, but to get more scoring from the bottom six, and he got exactly what he was asking for, with Jaguar and the fourth line stepping up huge to start this game.
New York has won 7 of the 10 faceoffs and the last 4 in a row. So that's been a big reason they've been able to possess the puck. Here's Rock with Morin in front of her. Nice move to cut it back. Beshova running to the corner against Eldridge. Eldridge with a hit. Archie had it just out of her reach. Now Shelton. Ella Shelton, 11 points as one of the defenders for New York on that top D pairing. New York averages just under 2.4 goals per game. They've scored 2 or more in each of their last 2. But still are looking for their first win since they beat Ottawa on January 27th. It was a tough month in February that found New York drift down to 6th place in the standings. Boston on the other side has shot up to 3rd. 2 through 4 right now, separated by just 2 points. Toronto with 32 points, Boston 31, and Minnesota has 30. Here's Rosenthal, drifting back to her forehand, she shoots, and Frankel makes the pad save. Amif Becto out there with the third line for New York. Agia throws it down ice. This should be icing. And it is. Boston scores a lot more across the board when they're home.
They do. There's something about the Tsongas Center. They play with a lot of energy in front of these fans here at home. And, of course, on the other flip side of that, Aaron Frankel's been outstanding.
Frankel makes a big save. The rebound was juicy, but Boston able to steer it clear. DiGirolamo on that third D pairing out there for Boston. Rock can't get to it. Pelkey loses her stick. Pelkey, our player to watch at the start of the show on the fourth line. Has scored 2 goals across the last 2 games.
New York's playing extremely well. They have a lot more energy. They're connecting with their passes to their teammates and putting great chances on Aaron Frankel.
In front for Shirley, and the one-timer is missed. Head coach Greg Fargo said the locker room feels good. The energy has stayed up even with the losses, and he said we feel like it's going to flip. We hope it's tonight. Here's Villiers all alone. She shoots. Glove save, Frankel. Here's Knight. Knight looking for a feed. They score! Jamie Lee Rattray on a beautiful feed from Knight. 1-1. Make it Alina Mueller. Right time, right place.
Alina Mueller with her 6th goal of the season. Watch the poise and patience with Hillary Knight. The puck is rolling, and still she's able to keep the puck away from the defender's stick. Here's a great angle at it. She moves it out of the way, buys time and space, hits Alina Mueller backdoor for a gorgeous tapping goal, but that is the smarts and the poise of Hillary Knight to corral the puck on her sticks.
Alina Mueller, the first-round pick in the 2023 PWHL draft out of Northeastern. Had the best career in a Huskies uniform with over 400 career points. That's right, 400. Scored 254 goals in college and had over 150 assists. Carpenter now. She finds Villiers off of the post! Oh, Villiers beat Frankel, just couldn't beat that red pipe around goal.
The Boston Fleet defenders again got caught. They have to do a better job paying attention and taking a look around the ice. It's almost as if they're puck watching a bit too much right now.
Downey Landry out there. Swings it along the end boards where it's picked up by Bourbonnais. Bourbonnais against Morin. Now Boston the other way. Rattray to Shopsall. Shopsall nudges it ahead as the rest of the Fleet go for a change. Less than 4 minutes to go in this first period. Greg Fargo said it when our ringside reporter Natalie Norrie talked to him after the under 10 timeout. This has been a fun game. Fast-paced, good skating, physical, and a goal for each team. Osborne way out to play the puck before Agia can get there. Levis nearly found her 3rd goal of the year. Plays right wing on that first line. 2 goals and 2 assists. Shirley can't slow it down at the blue line. And Harchie gains the zone. Here's Eldridge. She shoots, and it's across the crease. Past Frankel. Saulnier getting on her horse. Drop pass for Toppany. Was a bit late to it. Nice job by Harchie to get to the loose puck. Be sure to stick with us during the first intermission. We'll talk with Boston College great and now a star in the WLL, Charlotte North, one of the best women's lacrosse players of all time, who dropped the puck before the game, and we'll talk to Gigi and I during the first intermission. Carpenter over to Levis. Mueller pushes it ahead where Maloney runs to it. Maloney, a lot of speed. To the corner against Bourbonnais. Both of them fall over. Billier now rifles it to the opposite side. Carpenter steps in. Carpenter looking over for Shelton, and it goes behind goal with 2 minutes to go in the first. Thrown in. Frankel makes another save. Rock now going to fight against Toppany. Brown tries to jar it free from the corner. Slap shot is blocked. Nice job by Saulnier, sacrificing her body. She lost her stick for it. Now Shelton. Shelton on her forehand. Tight angle. Saved by Frankel. Shelton keeps possession and now finds Bourbonnais. Bourbonnais drops to a knee. Throws it in front for Eldridge. And it goes behind goal. Elizabeth Jaguar at 7:21. Alina Mueller at 14:48. Those are the scores here in this first period. Shots 13-5 for New York. Here's Brand. Knight now. Knight looking for Mueller again. Mueller shoots and a save by Osborne. The two nearly connected for a second score for Boston here in the first period. Maloney fires wide, and that will bring us to the end of the first. Gigi, an exciting 20 minutes of hockey. Elizabeth Jaguar finds a goal on the fourth line for New York. Alina Mueller on a beautiful pass from Hillary Knight ties us up at 1. 20 minutes in the books. It's 1-1 between New York. Fans getting their merch here at the Tsongas Center. Boston is tied up with New York as we get set to start the second period. Really fun first 20 minutes.
New York is doing an excellent job on their faceoffs and their possession time in the offensive zone.
It's the top lines of forwards and the top D pairings for both teams to start period number 2. Had to drop the faceoff a second time, and the middle frame is off and running. Gigi, just one more quick word on Charlotte North. How fun was that?
Oh, it's so fun. And I'm not kidding you, when I watched all her highlight videos, there were so many goals scored, and she's so talented. Yeah, widely considered one of the greatest, if not the greatest, women's lacrosse player. And her career is still going. Originally started at Duke undergrad and then finished out her career at Boston College, where she won a national championship, and now is a co-captain of the Boston Guard in the WLL. Thank you so much to Charlotte North for joining us. We do have our first penalty of the game. It's going to be for that hit up against the boards, and Peyton Levis is the guilty party. Yeah, there's a look at Peyton Levis, and as she comes in, Sid Bard goes to play the puck, but Levis, a little push on the back from behind, right in front of the ref. Ref's arm immediately went up. Good call, sending her to the bench for 2 minutes. This power play is brought to you by Royal Tiger Towel Paper Towels, powered through tough messes. First power play for either side tonight. Boston converts at 16.1% on the player advantage. 9 power play goals this year. Most of those came earlier in the year, though. They've been a little bit quieter lately, especially with no Hannah Bilka. Bilka, the rookie, is sidelined due to an injury as Knight snaps a shot, and it's saved by Osborne. The New York penalty kill has the second highest percentage in the league, killing just under 87% of penalties. One-timer blocked and down behind goal. Toppany in a fight along the boards, swings it over to Morin. Mueller again. Mueller shoots, and it's blocked again. Toppany steps in and goes back to Morin. Extended possession for Boston. Toppany looking for an angle. She shoots. Rebound is loose. And it's backhanded over to Knight. Knight back to Morin. Morin from the point. Toppany again in front. Extra passing. Knight scores! A clinical power play for Boston.
It's the Fleet up by 1.
Hillary Knight came into the game, tied 4th in the league in scoring with 8 goals. She just got her 9th goal on the year. Beautiful tic-tac-toe play. And notice how tight the Boston Fleet players are together. Puck retrieval's key, but then down on the Shea Maloney's stick, she was not below the goal line. That's important. Her stick is right on the goal line, so she's able to move it quickly to Hillary Knight. And you see the smile on her face as the captain puts her team on the lead.
Boston scores their 10th power play goal of the year. It's Knight's 2nd power play goal of the season and her 9th overall. The captain already with 2 points tonight, an assist and a goal for Hillary Knight, who was just named to the U.S. IIHF World Championship team here in 2025, along with teammates Aaron Frankel and Megan Keller. We'll tell you more about that this evening. 16 PWHL players on that U.S. roster for Worlds coming up in April. Boston's in front for the first time tonight. New York struck first at 7:21 of the first. But then Alina Mueller struck back about 7 minutes later. And Knight has the first goal of period number 2 on the power play. How does New York respond? They've been out shooting Boston, had more scoring chances. Simpson throws one in, and it's deflected wide. Greco takes a big hit from Fillier. New York still with it. Cutting back, Levis. Levis tries to tuck it in front, punched out by Frankel. Nice pass. Oh, just past Jaguar. Had a good look on that right side all alone, but couldn't handle the puck. She gets it back behind goal. Now Agia sprinting for it against Toulouse. Island person along the blue line to Zandy Hart. Takes a funky bounce along the end boards. Zandy Hart now steps up and plays it. Down on her knees, still able to get it to a teammate. Cutting back in, Jaguar, Toulouse, nice pass, Arar is saved by Frankel. Those are 2 college teammates in Chloe Arar and Aaron Frankel. The goalie wins that battle.
This 4th line has been outstanding tonight for the New York Sirens. Jaguar with the puck behind the net. I love this. There's so much space, so what does she do? She cuts back against the grain. Puck gets lost, but it's right on her New York Sirens teammate. Going back to Arar, net front. Here's another look at it. Quick one-timer at Aaron Frankel. Amazing as she pops over. She was basically mid-air as she like Supermaned it across. It's just amazing how she caught that with her left shoulder and denied, as you mentioned, her former Northeastern Husky teammate.
Aaron Frankel from Chappaqua, New York, was the 2-time National Goalie of the Year in 2021 and 2022. Also won the Patty Kazmaier Award in that 21 season. Had over 100 career wins in goal with Northeastern. Bourbonnais to Shelton. Now Levis stood up in the corner, trying to fish it out. Is Peyshova. Now Mueller gets it past Bourbonnais. New York able to backhand it and keep it in the zone. Shelton able to block off Peyshova and stand up this puck in the corner. Hillary Knight's goal, assisted by Shea Maloney and Susanna Topany, is the go-ahead goal in this one. Here's Sid Morin.
New York's defense are doing an excellent job pinching and taking away that winger option. And so in order for Boston to exit the zone cleanly with pressure with the puck possession, I mean, they're going to either have to slide their wingers up higher to force the deep back or hit the center, the low and slow option up the middle of the ice.
Shirley able to clear for a moment. And that's something that Courtney Kessel, head coach of Boston, told us before the game that she wanted to see against Montreal as well, were those clean breakouts with all 5 players. Boston's had a little bit of trouble doing that tonight as well.
They have. In the first period, their issue was more defense were too tight together. They were kind of forgetting to stay wide and keep their gaps. And so in this period, it's more, how can we have the wingers help out by pushing themselves out of the zone to force the defense to stay out.
Nice move. Stepping up now. Shot saved by Downey. Excuse me, from Downey Landry by Frankel. Still loose. And New York picks it up. Rock. Drifting to the far side. Throws it in front and past Eldridge. A couple players lost an edge in the corner. Zandy Hart able to evade Rattray and leave it back for Jesse Eldridge. Zandy Hart, sharp pass to Rock. Rock steps up. Rock drags and shoots. Another save by Erin Frankel. Erin Frankel starting to hit her stride, and Boston is in front, 2-1.
Boston goes in front with this beautiful tic-tac-toe passing power play goal by Hillary Knight.
The Songa Center, Boston Fleet with the 2-1 lead now over the New York Sirens. There was a late goal by Hillary Knight there, but the assist from Shea Maloney, her second on the night. And so far this season, in her rookie year, 3 goals, 4 assists. And the team has talked about how much of a nice surprise she's been this year and just how valuable she's been for the team. She's logging close to 20 minutes of ice time at night after starting the year around 6 to 8 minutes early. And, you know, she's just been a difference maker for this team.
Finished up a really good college career with her grad season at Quinnipiac after 4 years at Brown. Thanks, Natalie. Maloney, one of the standout rookies, along with Hannah Bilka from Boston College and Ohio State. Unfortunately, Bilka had to go on the long-term injured reserve, and Jillian Dempsey has stepped in her place, but Bilka was one of the big scorers, especially on the power play for Boston, and remains to be seen when she will return.
One awesome thing about Shea Maloney's game is how dependable she is in her own zone. And as Natalie touched on, her minutes have increased every game, it seems like. From the first 8 of the season where she's playing 6 to 8 minutes to now, this past game she played over 17 minutes against Montreal. I mean, it's so fun, and Coach Kessel really appreciates the way she comes to the rink each day. And I love this. She leads the team in plus-minus with +5.
Here is Maloney. Maloney tried to cut it back, couldn't get it to her forehand, though. Nice defensive play by Zandy Hart. This one thrown in by Keller. And picked up by the Sirens. Maloney also played a little bit in the SDHL, the Swedish Professional League. Played in 36 games before being drafted in the 6th round by Boston. Toppany there, missed just wide. And now New York tries to take advantage. Here's Levis. Levis on the first line out there, looking for Fillier. Fillier back to Carpenter, just out of her reach.
But notice the smarts and the intelligence. Fillier was already spinning around on her backhand, fired the puck to Carpenter.
Turnover, Knight shoots, and a save Osborne. She's able to cover up. Gigi, what's leading to some of these breakout chances?
Well, I think just those turnovers.
Right.
It went right off of Shelton's stick to Hillary Knight coming in and drive the net hard. Put a little more pressure on Osborne, but this is what we saw in the first period where Boston had their chances. It was only because a couple bad plays or a turnover in the New York Sirens defensive end, which, to be honest, I'm looking at that as a positive because it means you clean that up, you're going to play a really solid game and be able to get yourself back on the scoreboard.
Hillary Knight has fired 3 shots. She scored a power play goal and also had an assist on the Mueller goal. 2 scoring chances for Knight. Nice move by Eldridge. She shoots. Another glove save by Frankel. Man, Frankel is tough to beat, especially with that glove hand.
Glove hand is on fire. And look at this move by Jesse Eldridge. She's a righty coming down her strong side. Beautiful cross-ice pass. She Kesslerova goes for the sweep of the stick. Instead of going stick on stick and taking away the puck, she sweeps, which allows Eldridge to slide it under. And again, who comes up huge with the glove save? Aaron Frankel just doing excellent.
Frankel coming off of a 27-save outing against Montreal. Boston lost that one 3-2 in OT. Game before that was against these Sirens. She made 37 saves and stopped all 5 shootout attempts to pick up the shootout win. Big slap shot by Nyland Person. It is smacked down and finds its way to the corner. Here's Shelton. Shelton tees one up, redirected as it came off of Peyshova's leg and harmlessly wide. There was a delay of game penalty on Boston as the puck was thrown up and over the glass. Did not take a redirection when it went out of play. So New York has their first chance on the power play. This is a Royal Tiger towel power play, and the first of the night for the Sirens. They've converted on 18.1% of their power plays. That's the 3rd best percentage in the league. Boston has the best penalty killing percentage in the PWHL. In front, Frankel didn't have it come all the way in on her. Fillier now steps up, she shoots, and it's blocked high off the glass and out of the reach of Rock. Down the other way. Osborne way out to play it up ahead. She can play the puck really well and tried to catch Boston flat-footed. Rock surveys, tries to throw it in front. Active stick by Hannah Brandt. Now Carpenter. Carpenter puts on the brakes. Trickling out toward the end line. Carpenter. Back to the top. Shelton, the quarterback, over to Fillier. Cross ice pass. Rocked. Shoots. And a save by Frankel. Brandt able to nudge this along and the fleet clear. .30 seconds left on the New York power play.
Boston doing a good job keeping the New York Sirens out on the perimeter. Have had good sticks deflecting pucks. Jillian Dempsey had 2 in the on the first shift of the penalty kill, and then Hannah Brandt, great deflection with her stick.
Tolush between the legs of Rosenthal. Loose between the circles, picked up by Tolush. She shoots, looking in front for Frankel. Frankel able to pat it aside. That'll do it for the New York power play. They had 2 shots on the player advantage. Another bouncing puck, redirected and kicked ahead by Shirley. She had Shopsall streaking toward the O-zone. Tolush still out there with that active 4th line for New York that's played well tonight. Rosenthal lost it. All alone, Hillary Knight looking for her second. She's got it! A 3-point night for Hillary Knight. 3-1, Fleet.
What an absolute snipe. Hillary Knight has come to play tonight. It is so fun to watch her. Watch this turnover. Good stick by Elena Mueller. Allows Hillary Knight to pick up the loose change. Far right pocket. She loves this corner. Goaltender's glove drops a little bit as Osborne. You see it come down, and Hillary Knight just fires it above her glove for her 10th goal of the season.
Gigi, you saw Hillary Knight play plenty last year. Not necessarily a down year, but maybe less scoring than you'd expect. She had 11 points last season. With her 3 points tonight, she already has 20 this season with 9 games to go after tonight.
It is so fun to watch her skate. And yes, last year was challenging. I mean, it's the first of anything, and she put so much heart and soul into creating this league. Her, Kendall Coyne, Schofield, Graham Jenner, some of these players who just had more emotional weight on them to carry the team and then create the culture. Everything rides on the captain to create that culture, and everything was new last year. And so it took a lot of energy, whether you want to acknowledge it or not. I'm so happy for her, a little bit of breath of fresh air for her to get back to her scoring ways, because it's not as if she never scored, because every time she played with Team USA, she put the puck in the net.
Downey Landry shoots, a save by Frankel, and it's scooped up by Agia. Hillary Knight has 27 points in her Olympic career. Has played in 4 Olympic games going all the way back to 2010. 3 silvers and a gold with Team USA. And I think it's well said, Gigi. It's something that head coach Courtney Kessel told us before, that last year it's a new team. There's not necessarily pride right off the bat for playing for this new organization, new team, New Jersey. Now you got an identity in the Boston Fleet, and Boston is looking good here tonight. They're up 3-1. Hillary Knight has both goals of the second period. First one on the power play. This one on the breakaway. The captain has the Fleet up by 2. Well, Hannah Brandt will now sit for 2 minutes with high sticking as the penalty. Happened just before the break. And New York will try to cash in. It is a Royal Tiger Towel paper towel power play. Shelton shoots, and Frankel able to squeeze it between the legs. New York is desperate for a goal right now, after they went scoreless on their first player advantage with 3 shots. This one thrown in by Eldridge. It was blocked. Shelton playing quarterback. Villiers, nice pass to Eldridge. Eldridge drops it low. Looking in front. Villiers scores! Great pass from Abby Rock on the goal line. And the star rookie adds another and pulls New York within 1.
Not many teams can keep Villiers off the score sheet. And you see as Sid Barr gets pulled in to cover Carpenter, she's just fixated on Carpenter getting her stick, which is great, but the puck went right on the outstretched reach of Megan Keller's stick, and it was beautiful pass. Here's another look at it. Just out of her reach. Take the tape for Villiers to bury it.
So you're down a player, obviously. Bard is guarding Carpenter basically on her hip. How do you account for some of those extra forwards that are floating around?
And
Downey Landry, backhander. Nice pass, save, thrown across and wide.
And that's the stick in your positioning. So being able to stop and start instead of circling, just those inches make all the difference, because it was just out of the reach of Keller's stick as she was backtracking.
New York gets a power play goal. It's their 14th on the player advantage this year. Sarah Villiers, even in the losing streak, they've had chances. They've outshot their opponents a number of times. They've found goals and just been outscored. But this team is knocking at the door, banging at the door, trying to tie this one up.
And they're doing a great job. They brought the energy. They're winning battles and races to the puck, which is awesome to see, especially if your team has not won a game in 8. That can be really demoralizing, discouraging, but you touched on it in the first period. Coach Fargo is really impressed with the people in the locker room and how they're ready to go and compete each day.
So there's a lot of battle. There's a lot of belief in the locker room. So the power play has been good. Now power play goals in 2 straight games, including tonight. The penalty kill has been top 2 in the league in terms of percentage. This New York team needs to start getting some points if they want to find themselves in the top 4 come the end of the regular season. Here's Maloney. Maloney goes to the outside, puts on the brakes, and throws it over to Knight on the opposite end. Bueller taps it and picks it up. Maloney decked as Eldridge outlets. Beautiful pass up ahead to Harchie. Harchie 1-on-3. She will just throw this into Frankel as her teammates go for a change. New York trying to avoid the season sweep at the hands of the Boston Fleet. Boston's won 3 games in regulation against the Sirens, 2 in a shootout. Also played each other in late February at the KeyBank Center in Buffalo, New York. Part of the takeover tour. Boston has 1 stop left on their takeover tour. They'll play in St. Louis, Missouri before the season's end. just 2 days. The takeover tour will head to Raleigh. We'll tell you more about that later on. It's going to be Minnesota against Ottawa, a rematch of an 8-3 Ottawa victory that saw the Charge set the PWHL record for goals in a game. Minnesota tries to stay in the top 4, currently in 4th out of 6 teams. 2 minutes and change to go in the second. New York has outshot Boston 16-5 here in the second period, but Boston has scored 2 goals this frame to New York's 1. Hillary Knight's been the star of the night so far. 3 points with 2 goals and an assist for the captain. Smacked along by Saulnier. Bourbonnais scoops. Knight giving her a little pressure, no problem for Bourbonnais. Settles it behind goal and gets things going for the Sirens. A lot of speed for Fillier. Top line out there for New York. Frankel's out of goal. Backhanded behind the end boards. And Fillier is there. Levis pulls it to her forehand, finds Nyland Person. Cross ice, looking backdoor to the slot. Carpenter couldn't square up a shot. Nyland Person harassed by Shopsall. Leaves it for Shelton. Here's Levis. Speed for Nyland Person. Extra pass. Carpenter. Her shot is blocked. Archie now. Toppany on her back. And Rattray now. Brown passes the red line. Gains the zone. Brown lost it. Archie shuffles it over to Zandy Hart, who pops it past the red line, where it's settled down by Megan Keller.
New York's just doing an excellent job putting pressure on Boston, and Boston is not able to make many tape-to-tape passes, or when the puck is on their stick, it's kind of bouncing off of it.
Zandy Hart's shot is blocked. New York has 30 shots. They'd have even more if Boston hadn't stepped in the way of so many of these chances and gotten a lot of blocks. Trying to cut back in front. Frankel seals off the post. Looking for the wraparound was Fecto. And the final 3 seconds tick off the clock. We head to the second intermission with a 3-2 Boston lead. Gigi, another exciting period, but still it's Boston in front in the stat that counts. 2 goals for Hillary Knight in the second period. 1 on the power play, 1 on the breakaway. Sarah Fillier responded for the Sirens. We got a 3-2 game. Intermission. Buckle up for period number 3. It's Boston 3, New York 2 as we get set for the final 20 minutes. How about this? Boston's total shots, 11. New York defenders, 10 shots.
Their defenders have been very involved in the play. It's really fun to watch, and it's hard to defend.
Off of the face-off, Maloney shoots, and it's blocked. Good thing that Shelton was back, otherwise Maloney would have tested Osborne. Final 20 minutes between New York and Boston in this regular season. Boston has won all 5 matchups so far, 3 in regulation, 2 in a shootout. But New York has played well tonight. They just haven't been able to outpace Boston so far. Bard against Carpenter. Levis out there as well, top line for New York, as well as the top line of forwards for the Fleet. Here's Keller. Keller with speed. Shovels it in deep and circles back for a change. Boston will be playing a home game at a different arena, at the Guinness Arena on Saturday against Montreal. It'll be one of 2 games in the heart of the city, just off of a Green Line B-line stop at Boston University. You take the T much?
Stay away from the T.
You're in Quincy, right? So you're red line?
I don't even know.
Doesn't even know. That's a smart woman right there. Avoid Boston public transportation at all costs. Bourbonnais now behind goal. Spins away from a hit and will set things up once again. Rifles it out to Eldridge. Nyland Person. Looking to the logo. It's tapped by Rock. And the Sirens go for a change. Here's Sid Morin. She takes a big hit from Fillier. Arar. Tolush had it. It was Tolush on the hit, not Fillier. Check that. And Shelton can't handle it on the blue line. Harassed by Pelkey as the fourth lines are out there for both teams. And New York quickly regains the zone. Looking to the center for Tolush. But the puck batted down. Carpenter against Greco. Jarred loose by Agia. She has space on this side. Sealed off nicely by Simpson, but Agia throws it in, and Osborne is forced to cover. Here's Maloney. Maloney has numbers. She shoots, and a save by Osborne. Rebound went wide, and New York quickly able to break it out. This is Levis. Levis tries to step past Keller. Keller with it. Caroms it off the boards to Mueller. Mueller had Boston's first goal. Back to Knight, looking for a hat trick. Shoots high and wide. DiGirolamo back to pick it up. Here's Toppany, looking to go coast to coast. Looking in front, batted down by Saulnier. And it comes out to the far side boards. Man, that puck was floating alongside the near post, where Toppany nearly found her line mate. Free-flowing first 4 minutes of this third period. Rock with Toppany on her waist. Toppany can't get it out. Shelton pulls drag, shoots, and it goes wide. Hit a body in front.
Great job by Shelton, keeping it low, allowing her teammates in front of her, the net, to redirect pucks or tip them low.
Saulnier with a big hit on Shelton to get the puck back for Boston. Shirley going to test Osborne, who spins around. But the puck's still deep for the Fleet. Kept in, says the linesperson. Archie. Bourbonnais. It was 1-1 at the end of 1, 3-2 at the end of 2. Hilary Knight has had 3 points and counting, 2 goals and an assist for the Boston captain.
Boston's chances. Look at this neutral zone interception by Alina Mueller. Dish up to Shea Maloney, who looks to shoot over the sprawled out Zandy Hart. Not able to put it in, but again, Tapani, here's Top. She comes across to Toppany, and Jill Saulnier looks to try to bat it out of midair, but Osborne does a really good job staying with the play and keeping the puck in front of her.
And the reason it wasn't a clean pass, Ella Shelton was able to get that stick down and deflect it on its way from the far post to the near. But with a little bit of the mixing and matching among the top 2 lines in the absence of Hannah Bilka, Jill Saulnier has worked really well with Susanna Toppany and Sophie Shirley on the first line. Here's New York, again blocked by Brown. Now in person, one-timer blocked again. That one caught Knight on the hand. She shakes it off. And Keller looks to move it ahead. Slowed down for a moment. Keller now with space. Keller to the right side. Looking cross ice. Back to Knight. Deflected up and high off the glass. Both teams stepping in front of the shots right now. Tough to get true looks on goal.
And it's nice to see Megan Keller leading the rush. That's something that you want to see more of because she's so good with the puck.
This is Agia. Agia around the world. Cuts back, looking in front, throws it off the outside of goal, where Rock is. Bard shoots high. No shots for New York here in this third period. 6 minutes have passed. Boston has 3. Offsides will bring us to a timeout. Still Boston 3, New York 2. No goals here in the final period. Boston 3, New York 2. Just under 14 minutes to go in regulation. It's that time of year. Most teams have 10 games left. Minnesota and Toronto with 1 fewer at 9 remaining. Standings are going to be mighty important. You got to be in the top 4 to make the playoffs.
And Boston has been doing an excellent job climbing up the standings, getting points in 6 of their last 7, I think, actually. Come to think of it, they've just been doing a great job, not only winning in regulation and picking up extra wins, but holding on and going into overtime, coming back.
They're coming off of a 3-2 overtime loss against Montreal. Prior to that, they captured 2 of a possible 3 points against New York with a shootout win and Ottawa with an overtime win. They have been hot with 4 wins and a shootout, overtime loss in their last 5 games. New York, after firing 32 shots through the first 2 periods, has yet to get a shot on Aaron Frankel here in the third. Boston has had 5 blocks to step in front of those New York shots. The Sirens on the other side have 9 blocks of their own. Rattray tries to get there in the corner. It's Alex Carpenter now. Keller couldn't jab it free. Frankel's going to cover this up as Levis screams in. Members of the USA women's para hockey team also walked in alongside members of the Boston Fleet today. Again, highlighting the importance of representation, accessibility, and inclusivity within the sport. I want to talk about athletes. Some of those para hockey players, unbelievable strength and skill. Here's Rattray. Check that as shot assault. Keller turns around and shoots. Osborne's there. Zandy Hart. Levis fires it deep off of Keller. Keller named to the U.S. national team for the upcoming World Championships. Those will start on April 9th in Czechia. It'll be the second of 2 international breaks for the PWHL, as the tournament will run, or the break, I should say, will run through the 20th.
Good stick by Pelkey in the neutral zone to take the puck away from Ella Shelton, and that's exactly what Boston wants to do. Keep a tight neutral zone, keep an F3 back to be able to disrupt anything coming across.
And Gigi, that F3 is that third forward, right? That's hanging up a little bit higher?
Right, I kind of reverted to hockey terminology right there, but yes, the high forward, absolutely, staying up, or staying back, excuse me.
Agia will throw it deep and hustle off for a change. Toppany waiting for Shirley to get on sides as the Fleet hang back by the neutral zone. Toppany again will throw it back for Osborne. Haley Osborne, 11 saves, 3 goals allowed, as this one whistles past her with some traffic in front from Jill Saulnier. Saulnier from Halifax, Nova Scotia, came over in a trade from New York earlier this year, played 5 games with the Sirens, and she will celebrate her 33rd birthday on Friday. She shares a birthday with Gigi Marvin. Happy early birthday, Gigi.
Thank you. It's a fun one to be able to celebrate with Jill.
The day after, we'll be together with our ringside reporter, Natalie Norrie, for an exciting game at Agganis Arena against the #1 team in the PWHL, the Montreal Victoire. Should be a blast. Boston throws it all the way down, icing.
Those face-off wins that we've talked about quite a bit in the first and second period are going to come in handy now. Win the puck when you're in the defensive zone and skate it out. Start playing a little bit more in the offensive zone. And I think one thing that will help New York is their tightness together. If they can support the puck better, they'll be able to leave the zones with more numbers.
See the faceoff wins 31-13 in favor of New York. They've got Alex Carpenter, Abby Rock, who take the most on the team. Boston usually has Susanna Toppany taking faceoffs along with Shea Maloney. This is Rock. Rock taking it all the way around, tries to throw it in front. Frankel somehow sandwiched this on the near post for a stoppage. Less than 9 minutes to go. Boston eyeing a season sweep over New York. We got a one-goal game down the stretch here at the Tsongas Center. Frankel with another 30-save performance. It's her 5th of the season. But she has faced no shots here in the third after New York put up 14 in the first, 18 in the second. Boston's defense has been able to prevent shots for the Sirens here in the third. Here's Eldridge. Eldridge tries to step through. Quickly there is Greco. Is Boston changing something defensively, Gigi?
They're playing much better. Like even that with DiGirolamo, she was gapped up and her partner was not literally in her hip pocket. She had more space.
Mueller spins around, but Osborne is there. That's now 6-0. Third period shots in favor of Boston. Mueller had the Fleet's first goal on a nice pass from Knight. In front for Maloney, goes wide. Mueller's still out there. Alina Mueller had just 1 point through her first 8 games. She has 10 points across her last 12, including tonight. Osborne again there as Simpson tries to get it up along the boards to Levis. Levis clears. Toppany at the red line. This one deflected up and towards Knight. Back and forth we go on the far side boards, and it's shot into the opposite corner by Toppany. Here's Villiers sensing the pressure, and a bouncing puck comes in to Erin Frankel. Gigi, as a former player yourself, can you talk about how playing with some of the best helps elevate your own play?
Well, and that's probably the biggest compliment you can give a person is when you elevate the players around you. And so yes, you can be, there are players who are really good, but then just kind of leave everyone else hanging. But the ones who can teach, who can communicate, encourage, and instill confidence in their partner.
Jagerman, a huge shot come into Frankel with a juicy rebound. Bodies fall to the ice on the near post, and the ref blew the whistle amidst the chaos. Let's take a look.
The turnaround shot on net. Arar's in there. Looks like Rattray also is pushing and clearing out the space in front of Frankel. Here's a better look at it as we see the camera from behind the net. A little, it looks like Chloe Arard gets the puck with her stick and redirects it, but
Girolamo behind Frankel. Got to get it out of the zone. Comes into Frankel. Was able to stick it aside. Shelton deep in the corner. Tried to get it back to Eldridge. Eldridge, tight angle. She's blocked by Brandt. Rock didn't get all of that one. Down low to Fillier. Fillier gets it back up top. Snapshot blocked. Rattray able to get it out of the zone. Fillier, nice drop pass. Eldridge looking back to Fillier in the corner. Got Megan Keller all over. Off of the backside of goal and to the near side corner. Eldridge steps down, toes the goal line, circles back. Nice pass, cross ice, snapping a shot. Frankel's way out to make the save. Nyland Person stood up by 31 in green. What a pass from that opposite corner to find Nyland Person for a great look. But it's still 3-2. Rosenthal now reaches out, picks it up. Leaves it for Downey Landry. Back to the blue line. Sandy Hart turns towards goal. She shoots wide. And a whistle for a puck played with a high stick.
Erin Frankel having an outstanding night. Starting from the drop of the puck as the New York Sirens have put everything on her, trying to get past her more than 2 times. And this windmill save is just outstanding as Erin Frankel's able to weather breakaways, weather one-on-ones, and shots from the point with a player right in her grill. Just an awesome effort so far tonight.
You saw it there, 35 saves and counting for Erin Frankel. Puck comes out to Saulnier. Saulnier, beautiful pass, Toppany scores! Boston up 4-2.
Toppany is on fire this year with her goal scoring. And look at Megan Keller, just bounce the puck, goes off of a Fleet skate to Saulnier with a sick little sauce pass, and Toppany's able to redirect it far side. Here's another look at the sauce pass, just over an island person's stick, and able to hit the back door as Fillier cannot keep up to Toppany, who explodes by her and is able to bury the puck, put her team up 4-2.
Head coach Courtney Kessel said she really likes the way that Jill Saulnier wins battles and pucks in the corner so that Susanna Toppany doesn't have to move from her center spot to those corners. The two connected there for the 4th goal of the day for Boston. Mueller trying to get past. Now Rock, she's just going to tee one up. Frankel's there and makes another save. Toppany's 9th goal of the year is assisted by Jill Saulnier and Daniela Pejshova. 4th assist of the year for Pejshova. Saulnier's 2nd assist. And Toppany goal number 9. Will that put this game out of reach for New York? Boston's got a 2-goal lead with 4 minutes and change to go. Erin Frankel has been lights out per usual. 36 saves for Frankel. That is her 3rd most in a game this season. Had 1 game with 37 saves and had 38 against Toronto.
Remember, earlier in the season, right after the break, Boston was up 2-0, and New York came back with an extra attacker and scored 2 goals to push it into overtime and a shootout.
Not over until the clock hits 000. It's an empty net as Osborne is on the bench. Shirley keeps it in the O-zone for Boston. New York's got to scramble here. They got 6 skaters out there. Shelton pushes it along for Hartje. Hartje's going to put the brakes on and make sure that they break it out cleanly. Stepping back, Fillier going to swerve all the way back behind goal and send it along the boards. New York's kept it out of their own goal, but they got to make a push up ice. Down by 2, less than 3 minutes to go. Carpenter cuts back. Hartje against Megan Keller. Keller pokes it loose along the end boards. Eldridge fighting for it with Keller. Now Carpenter passes it along to Fillier. Active stick from Mueller. And the puck comes to the neutral zone. It was played with a high stick for a stoppage.
Boston's goal coming down. You see Toppany again. She's similar to Mueller's goal. She's coming in the middle, but she's going far post. And that is important because if she just goes out in the middle of the ice, who's there? The goaltender. And so if you go to the far pipe, you force that goalie to extend her leg or somehow move her body over that entire space to cover it. But excellent, awesome job by the Fleet to be able to extend their lead.
Osborne back in goal. following the face-off at center ice. Dragging it along is Rosenthal. Nice job by Knight to win it back. Knight's been a star this evening. 2 goals and an assist. Erin Frankel has been awesome as well. Her 5th game with 30 or more saves. She has 36. Osborne to the bench. Zandy Hart shoots and another save. Frankel make it 37. Rosenthal runs into a teammate in Jaguar. They can't keep it in at the blue line. Costly for New York here with 90 seconds to go. Toppany just threw it towards goal. Hit a body somewhere in the neutral zone and went to the corner. Here's Fillier. Fillier with a goal tonight. To send this high off the glass in the opposite corner. Rock turned around. Puck stands still on the near side boards, kept in at the blue line. Nice job by Fillier. Fillier again fighting for it. Toppany able to get it out though. Archie fresh off the bench. Settles it down at the red line, less than a minute to go. Back to Morin. Morin eyeing goal. Here's Eldridge. Brown, back the other way, out of the reach of Knight. Nyland Person loses an edge as she sends it the other way to Frankel. Frankel, another save! Pushed it with the stick to the opposite corner. This will go deep, no icing. Knight. Just out of goal, Knight scores! For Hillary Knight with 8.3 to go. The first of her PWHL career.
You hear this building just explode with excitement as it seems like everyone on that Shea Maloney line touched the puck. Knight brings it around. Maloney gets it. Alina Mueller comes in to touch it. And Hillary Knight buries it for her hat trick.
Boston has been awesome. They've now won 5 of the last 6 games and completed a season sweep of New York. And the fans love it. Final stats look like this. New York doubled up Boston in shots, +5 in scoring chances, each team with a power play goal. Again, a lot of these stats favor the team on the left, but Boston with 3 more goals.
Face-off one. I mean, New York had the possession most of the game. Scoring chances, they outchanced them, outshot them. But again, the key, Erin Frankel in net for Boston denied the Sirens a win tonight.
Boston wins 4 games in regulation against the Sirens, 2 in a shootout. Big thank you to our team working here at the Tsongas Center. For director Tim DeRoy, producer Casey Carter, and my broadcast partners Natalie Nori and the Olympian Gigi Marvin. I'm David Korzanowski saying so long and good night from Boston. The Fleet win 5-2 and are up to 2nd in the standings.